Today's date is June 12th, and you're listening to another episode of Hold My Whistle. Today in the garage, you got me, your boy Paulo,
Foy, what up?
and the infamous new person on our podcast, Jake Yodakai. What's up, buddy?
Hey, good to see you guys. Long-time listener. Some would say a first-time caller. I'm just happy to be here around you guys.
Yeah.
Glad to have you on the show today there, Jake.
I love the podcast. Love the podcast.
That's good.
Yeah. But today in sports worlds, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Worlds, more than one world. The NBA playoffs are happening, Women's World Cup, and just preseason football stuff, summer camps. You paying attention to anything, Sean, other than that stuff?
What I am paying attention into is Paulo. Jesus Christ, I sound like you. Fuck. It must be this Old Forester we're drinking.
We are drinking some Old Forester. It was gifted to me on my birthday. This is a 100-year. It's got a ton of bite. If you are weak at heart and you want a smooth bourbon, this
not
one,
for you.
It's not for you right off the bat, but it grows on you. We did I fail on supplying oranges and grenadine? Absolutely. But did that stop us from trying to make a drink? We threw the raw sugar in there, the bitters. We took a swig.
It was rough.
And I had bitter beer face.
Oh, dude, it was hard.
Yeah, except for if you're Fakawi Indian, it wasn't as big of a deal for me, but
Is that the origin to the Yodakai last name?
Yeah, it's Fakawi, Chief Wagas.
The Fakawi Indians came up with the term firewater because they drink the hardest of hard.
They do, and Yodakai is actually Fakawi for he who walks with the white coyote.
White coyote, huh?
Yep,
Very
it's
rare.
a very rare,
The rarest of the rare?
some would say.
Okay.
Is it a coyote or coyote?
It's a Yodakai.
Yeah.
Fucking stumped, minute one. All right, let's get back to this Old Forester. So we took a nice pull out of the bottle, and it's got a little bite.
The pool was cool. The pool was cool.
It's a little rough, neat. Is it terrible? No. Have we had worse? Yes.
Yes.
And to mention worse, it is Muzzle Flash. When I think of worse, I think Muzzle Flash. And Jake, being a new time listener, has to take the honorary pull of Muzzle Flash whiskey.
Now, the Muzzle Flash has been kind of aging in the garage, and the last couple visitors, it hasn't been too harsh. The smell is still there.
Well, it
but
smells
the
like
pool,
a dead seal's asshole.
Yeah.
I have listened to many of the episodes where I've heard Coach NASCAR take a pull, Skippy, Chris Joe. There's been many people I've listened to take a pull, and all the way back to who was the original guy that used to help you out and he was a movie dude?
Randy.
Oh, Randall, yeah.
I remember Randy. It sounded like he was literally dying when he took a pull.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to make it through that.
Well, the first time Sean and I pulled it, too, we did a little Instagram
It was on
video.
Instagram, and it was
It
fucking
was
harsh.
horrible. And like you might think the expressions, the faces were fake. It was all real.
I know. I remember a guy you had on before, a Josh character or something. He did it, and he was such a pussy when he
Dude,
took a pull.
Big bitch.
Yeah.
Big bitch.
Don't hang out with that guy anymore.
Well, so Jake is going to take a swig.
All right.
In
Let's
the
let
third
it go.
person.
Oh,
Excellent.
1, 2.
Ooh.
That's a good 1, 2 count. Little 2 count.
And?
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It
Fucking
is.
terrible.
I think the
Horrible.
worst part right now is I've got a little bit of some whiskers, like a cat licked me on my upper lip, trying to grow out a mustache, and it's kind of resonating on there.
It's kind of like you wake up after a night of drinking and it feels like a cat shit in your mouth.
yeah.
I would have to agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
With
to
a
pass.
side of like bad corn.
Yeah, something like that. It's like, who buys this shit on the? How is that in business? That's what I want to
Right?
know.
Oh, God.
I wonder if they're flourishing.
They get a lot of pub from Hold My Whistle.
They
That's
do.
all I
We
know.
mention them all the time. People know Muzzle Flash more than our guests.
Well, now I've experienced this muzzle flash, and it's something I don't want to experience again.
It's fucking god awful.
but we've had this bottle for just about a year.
Speaking of that, good segue.
Yep.
I'd like to give you guys a big congratulations because I listened to the very first episode, but if my mind tells me correctly, this is the 1-year anniversary of Hold My Whistle podcast.
1 year. We made it, Sean.
Who would have thunk it?
It's our anniversary.
Don't sing ever again.
Tony.
Oh, okay, I was just going there. You know me
Wait,
too
I have
well.
a question, though. Is it Tony, Tone?
No, it's Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Has
sure.
done it again. It's in the song.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Who?
Hey.
What 90s rapper
Okay.
performs with Tony?
DJ Quick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
And what NFL player had the name Tony?
Ooh.
Oh. That's a good question. I have.
What
I
genre?
couldn't even-
What,
I know. What
uh,
position?
He was a running back, played for the Eagles. Anthony Tony. His middle name was Antonio. Tony.
Anthony.
Tony.
No shit. I had no idea.
Look him up. I think he wore number 25 for the Eagles. He was like a third down running back, mid to late 80s.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even early 90s.
Wow, that's dropping some knowledge there,
That
Jake.
is.
Well, Jake's here. I wanted to bring my A game. And forgive me if I talk in the third person, but Jake likes to do that.
Okay, we can get down with that.
Speaking of the 1 year anniversary, what's one of your favorite moments on the podcast that we've had, Sean?
Favorite moments
Or
on the
favorite guest?
We have done some very fun, interesting drafts. We've had some good live commentary from various guests. I think the couple of times when Oscar's been on the show has been great.
Yep.
Chris Joe showed up one time. That was good. Highlights, pretty much when we make fun of soccer. That's always good for me.
Yeah.
But there's been numerous memories that I can't even comprehend right now, because it's like you look back when we've been doing this for a year. It was just like you woke me up one day. I worked the night before. You came by my house at like
punched ya
at like
to wake you
8:30. He hits me. Hey, you want to do a podcast?
Was it a gooch punch?
No, it was not
Okay.
a gooch punch. But he hits me. Oh, let's do a podcast. Come by. I will come by tonight.
We set up a meeting with Randy,
Yeah.
and literally like 3 days later, we did our first one, and we never stopped since.
Well,
one
it's
of the-
been podcast gold.
right.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for.
What was your favorite?
I think my favorite is I have fun just coming up with ideas for the show, and one of my favorite ideas was the blowies.
Oh, that was
And
a good
just
one.
It was fun categories, and we got to talk a lot about
That was a tough night because we did 2 episodes that night.
In the beginning we were so enthused having the podcast. It was dead period with our football team, and we were just able to knock out a couple of these fun episodes.
As a listener, I've listened to every single one. I really liked the Two Buzz to Air.
Oh, that was a good
That
one.
was a good one. And you had that Scott character on that they called him NASCAR.
Oh, the crew chief?
Crew chief.
the
or
crew
pit-
chief,
Yeah.
pit boss, whatever he is.
Very enthusiastic guy. One of my favorite people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he talks a mile a minute.
Yeah, that's Scotty Too Hotty. He's a handful.
Yeah, he wore out the mic that night.
Oh, I'm sure he did. It's a good thing there's guards on these things, or else
Yeah.
he'd be covered in spit.
Yeah.
He's like the Bill Cowher of podcasting.
Yep. So, but hey, thank you for the congratulations, and it's been a blast, and I can't wait to do another year of Hold My Whistle.
That's if I put up with you for that long.
Oof.
Over under that you last a year?
Another year?
Another.
Oh, easy.
Oh, way over.
You're saying you got it
Way over.
in the bag. Okay.
In the bag.
But right now we have the Women's World Cup happening.
Oh,
Kind of a
right into my least favorite sport in the world. But if I'm gonna get into soccer, it is gonna be Women's World Cup.
well, and not on top of it, we get to cheer for USA, and we dominate,
And they're hot.
and they're smoking.
They have arguably the hottest female athlete in the world on their team.
Yeah, she's a front runner. She's number one.
Not number one, but I'm giving her number 2.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. You're a fan of a college athlete.
Well, not college anymore. She is a pro women's soccer player.
Oh,
She
okay.
was an alternate for the USA team.
Oh,
Morgan Reed. Out of
I
Duke.
thought-
yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen's
Grayson Allen's girlfriend.
She's got skin tone, a rack, 6-pack, smiles, and she's how did you describe her?
A late girl?
A lake party girl.
She's a lake
I
rat,
thought
man.
that was Alex Morgan.
No. Alex Morgan's on the team.
You're gonna see her on an inflatable flamingo with a couple Coronas and some heat wave sunglasses.
Alex Morgan's a millionaire. So she's making money off endorsements.
Yeah.
She's in an infinity pool.
She's
not.
She's not a lake girl.
You're not going to
Yeah.
see her at Arkansas on the lake wakeboarding behind the boat and then
No.
shotgunning a beer like you do with Morgan Reed.
There you
Give
go.
Morgan Reed time, but right now Morgan
might
Reed's
make
my
it.
number 1.
Yeah, but she's hanging out with Grayson Allen. He's got some basketball money too.
I guarantee
she
you
just
what-
might sit back and relax now. Or do you think she still competes?
She dumps him.
Yeah, it
Guarantee
won't
she
last.
dumps him.
Ooh, really?
Guarantee she dumps him.
Once she makes it onto the USA women's
She's
team,
gonna dump the excess baggage and shoot higher.
How is Grayson Allen excess baggage?
How is he not?
He's a
Is he a starter?
he's a turd.
first round. What sucks about him is that he's playing in Utah. That's what sucks.
They're good.
Yeah, she don't.
Does
she
he
don't-
play?
Yeah, he plays.
Does he start?
Nope.
He doesn't
What,
start.
7th man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even the 6th man.
Oh, that's
Bum. Bum.
I agree.
Bum. He ain't tripping anybody in the NBA.
He's
I'll
never
tell you
gonna
that.
be as good as he was in college.
No, Jake agrees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you,
boy.
Jake.
And the third.
Just
person.
happy to be here.
Yeah.
But back to the point at hand here. Women's World Cup.
Well, we just had USA versus Thailand, and they're like in an uproar because we're dominating too well.
We beat them 13-0, or as they say in soccer, 13-0.
No. And we celebrated. How dare we?
Right? I mean, they should be for shame.
So there's been two types of cheering that have been kind of shamed. We have the U.S. cheering for their team against Thailand, and then the Toronto Raptor fans cheering when Kevin Durant got hurt.
One is good, one is bad.
Completely different.
I know, but they're both controversial.
Yes, I agree.
How is this? This is why fucking soccer is so lame. Male soccer players take their freaking shirts off when they score one goal, scream, run around,
Take a 5-minute.
draw attention to themselves. World is ending. Look at me. The female soccer team, they celebrate together, like two of them cheering. That's not okay. But European soccer players can do the other. I don't get.
Well, that and they're only scoring one goal a game at best.
So, like we say in football, and those that played football, or we say in pickleball as well, stop us.
Right? It's not. It's not the team's job to stop themselves.
Right.
If Thailand was any good, they should have
And
played better.
You would think they were halfway decent. They qualified.
They made
the
the World
bottom
Cup.
end of women's soccer is probably horrible.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They were one of the bottom feeders that happened to win a shitty tournament or CONCACAF or whatever the qualifying tournament is in what would they call that? Indochina?
You're getting specific. I'd have to get the.
I think you're right.
I think that.
No, you are.
Hey,
That
when
is
when you say
China.
Indo, I think of different things. So
you
I
thinking of
can't-
the cannabis herbis?
Yeah, he's thinking Indo smoke.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking about all the Both Ends in Harmony songs.
Yep.
So we're back to the celebration here.
Yeah.
Here's what grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say. The women score 13 goals in a game.
Record.
2 goals more than the previous record.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that should be celebrated, and celebrated a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the men's United States team, they scored 12 goals in a year,
Yep.
right?
One a month.
Yeah.
They crushed her in
Good
90 minutes.
fucking job.
Yeah.
And arguably, this is our best women's team ever, is what they're saying. The best.
It's the dream team.
Yeah, it's
of
the-
women's soccer.
So here's my thing, and to piggyback on what Mr. Foy said, is when we put the dream team together for the Olympics in '96, and we were crushing fools by 70 points,
92.
everyone loved it.
Yeah.
92, whatever it was.
The opponents loved it. They
Yeah.
loved getting
So
crushed.
our greatest male athletes in America play NFL and NBA.
Yeah.
Our greatest female athletes in America play soccer.
Yep.
So this is our dream team,
Exactly.
and it just shows why America is still the best. The girls are flexing on them, and people are butthurt about it.
It's like, oh, they shouldn't be scoring in that fashion. It's like, why? Why
Mm-hmm.
not? If you have a problem with them scoring too many goals, you should talk to the Thai coach.
Right.
Be
Maybe
like,
Thailand needs to work on their defense.
Maybe they should.
I agree.
Maybe they should stick to ping pong and badminton.
Maybe they should let some
And
lady
Muay
boys
Thai.
play.
Oh,
Right?
They-
Gender specific.
Like they identify as women,
I-
and so
I
let's make
agree.
it a real game.
I
I
guarantee.
bet you the women still beat the shit out
I
of those lady boys.
guarantee you our
I would-
U.S. women's team
I
beats
would pay
Thailand's
double
men's
for that
team.
ticket in a heartbeat. I think it'd be hilarious
I
to see
think
lady
the
boys
US
get
women-
murdered, bro.
I think our women would beat Thailand's men's team.
It'd be hilarious. It'd be so funny. But so what about the Toronto game?
That was
Katie
bullshit.
plays a quarter and a half.
He's
And
playing
I'll
lights
tell you what,
out.
it is crazy. Well, what I think it is too, and like I'm not choosing Toronto's side or like giving them an out, but that's what happens when you like. Did you see what happened? They were cussing at Steph's mom.
yeah.
They're getting kind of real, and it's just NBA basketball. It doesn't matter where you're from. You might be from Toronto, the nicest place in the world, the Disneyland of countries, right? They're super polite, and they're coming. They see KD potentially career ending, or his career is not ever going to be the same, and they have that moment of like, "Hey, we're going to win this," and celebrating
you
his-
thinking it's a lapse of judgment, like,
It-
and in the heat of the moment, I completely disagree.
I think their
they're
true colors are showing.
No, I think they're stupid sports fans. How long have they had basketball in that godforsaken country?
Since
94.
yeah,
Exactly.
So here's my thing. I expect that from Philadelphia. If
Yeah.
you're in
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia, you expect that.
New
And-
York,
and
even.
everybody's okay with that because that's the type of sports towns those places
but
are.
if you're going to come off as a polite place and this and that, Don't.
You have to set the precedent early. If
Exactly.
you're going to be an asshole fucking sports city,
Yep.
you have to start from day one. When you throw snowballs at Santa Claus multiple times, you've established the fact that you're fucking assholes.
And you boo your starting quarterback, Donovan McNabb, for like 3 years straight.
yeah.
And when he gets drafted, from the beginning of his career, I'm going to start booing you. Get used to it.
How
kid.
about this? Canada, be happy you're allowed in the National Basketball Association.
That's what I always trip on.
It's an American league. Someone said, "Oh, you guys aren't happy? Why don't you go make the CBA, the Canadian Basketball Association, and
That's a
see
good
how that
point.
does for you?"
That's a good. I never thought of that.
I mean, I read that today. Someone said that they're like, "There's the CFL for a reason.
Yeah.
You dumbasses don't get our game and don't know how to cheer."
Yeah, how about we make the end zone too long, have 13 guys in motion,
Hey,
and
they're nice people, the Canucks, but
yeah.
they don't know how to cheer.
Yeah. I mean that. I'm all for being like cheering for your team and whatnot, but dude, it's one thing when you're looking at a guy that possibly could have ruined his career. That's not something you really
and
cheer about.
don't get me wrong, like, hey, it happened to Kobe, but Kobe was already on his
Kobe was
downhill.
38 or 37.
Right. KD still's got 5 or 6
Solid years.
as the MVP of the league, potentially championships. Now, the other thing that's happening, and you got Charles Barkley talking and this and that.
Stupid.
It's the Warriors' fault for KD got hurt.
No, it's the Warriors team doctor's fault who got
Well,
hurt.
it's not. Look, you don't think KD knew that it could happen? Everyone knew. I think a little bit of KD wanted to be. He knew what risk he was taking.
He's been out a month.
You know what I mean?
Been out a month.
He wants to win the ship.
Exactly.
He's a competitor.
He looks good in warm-ups.
Here's the funny thing. So I read an interesting article today about this, and Robert RG3 commented on it, and a bunch of other guys, and they applauded KD like, "Hey, way to put it all on the line for the team." And then someone wrote the articles. This is the difference between the NFL and the NBA. NFL is such a team. Football is such a team sport that guys play injured all the time.
Yeah.
because you do what's best
Well,
for
let's
the team.
just look at the Warriors right now.
But-
Looney, Clay.
But so like guys play injured, and what KD did was put the team first, and he thought he was good enough to go. Of course, the team doctors are going to be skewed, but he went out there and thought he was going to be able to do it. He didn't. Oh well. I'm sure he knew the implications that were going to happen. You can only win so many championships in
Before
your
you're
life.
done.
You can
Yeah.
keep playing. Does KD need any more money?
No. That's why he took less money.
Yeah, exactly.
This is probably the most memorable thing he's ever done, and showed what like playing with heart really
And
is.
guess what? KD is now a Warrior next year.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a couple of teams that said they'll still sign him, but if he leaves, he's dumb.
He's stupid because now he doesn't have to be the guy because you saw, I think you saw, if Clay would have been healthy this whole series,
Oh, it's a completely different
it's a
series.
completely different series.
If Looney's
Looney.
available, because Looney plays defense, I mean, don't get me wrong.
He doesn't
I
make
like,
that many mistakes compared to the other two guys.
I like
Boogie
I like
and
DeMarcus
Boogie.
Cousins.
I don't.
But he's a terrible defender.
I
he
hate
can't.
DeMarcus
He
Cousins.
can't rotate up high and play the point.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Looney.
DeMarcus going to get you 5 extra points.
and he
compared to those
has
guys, but-
lapses in effort that result in giving up more points than Looney does.
And then he makes stupid fouls.
Exactly.
It's
Stupid
definitely
fouls.
a better version of DeMarcus, but it's not the We don't need DeMarcus.
so,
right
would you take DeMarcus or Boogie?
Boogie.
now. I like Boogie. I
Boogie
want
for
the.
sure.
I like the attitude. To
He's
get
never
I
gonna
mean, Boogie or Looney. Sorry, it's the same person.
Oh, I take
Looney.
Looney for his
I'll
defense.
take Looney.
I take Looney too.
Do you see him wincing in pain and still playing?
Yeah.
Dude, he's fighting through it.
He's a Warrior.
And he was, and not to mention, he was supposed to be out indefinitely after his injury.
Yeah.
They said he's out indefinitely. He's playing great. He's one of those guys too. These guys are Steph. The way he finished, was it game 3 where he lost and put up 40, or game 2?
Yeah,
47.
47.
40. Look, he put up 47. His D, his hustle. This is probably one of the best examples I've seen of pro athletes putting it all online, like you were saying, for the team.
A selfless act for the team.
And the Warriors, and I think the good basketball teams, because the Raptors are a team as well.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
They're not an ISO team. I'm glad we're just starting to see the resurgence of team basketball in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I think the Warriors are
The reason.
They're the reason
The
I
front
think
runner.
the resurgence has happened. And look at what happens to LeBron. He's an ISO guy that tries to make it about him and his cast of characters. He ain't even in the dance this
No,
year.
not even in the playoffs.
I
man.
mean,
know.
and he had I'm not going to say a good. He had enough pieces to compete for the lower seeds in the West.
Dude,
yeah.
they were third in the West before he got injured before the All-Star break. Third in the West. And then he gets injured and starts orchestrating the trades for AD.
Yeah.
And then his team abandons him. They don't want to play for him.
Yeah.
Would you?
No.
I've
If
never
you're the one
seen
going to
a
the guys?
castle fall more than the Lakers organization since they've had LeBron.
Oh, there's so much nepotism going on in that.
I
Nepotism, good word.
that's a great word.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all buddy. It's a good old boy system over there. It's
Yeah.
like when Kurt Rambis has a fucking say in anything you do in the front office,
Dude.
you're fucked.
I can't look at. He was a head coach for the Lakers.
I love Kurt Rambis. Don't talk like that about
Well,
him.
he was a team guy.
I
When he played,
like
he was a team guy.
I like the way
He was the
played.
Sean Foy of the Lakers when he played. He fouled hard,
He got fouled
copious
hard.
amounts of rebounds,
Oh yeah.
and he didn't care if he scored. He was all about the guys.
One of the best athletes, I would say, all time to wear glasses and compete.
That's a great. I think that's a great hold my whistle 16 bracket. The best, like a tournament.
Well,
the best athletes that were rec specs.
So
Number one, Eric Dickerson.
No, I go with
Kareem
Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar,
I go
the
Kareem.
captain.
I know. I was going there next.
Okay.
And then there's just a big fall.
Horace Grant.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Horace Grant
Oh
was
my
solid.
God,
And
there's-
he probably had the best specs. He went with the different colorways on the frames.
You throw Kurt Rambis. We could find a ton of them. that
Oh,
were
Billie
rec
Jean
specs.
King.
Oh yeah.
Billie Jean King. She played tennis with a
Way to
friend.
keep it non-gender specific,
So
gender fluid.
Should we just jump into it?
I think we should.
I think-
Okay,
I think-
it's Women's World Cup's happening. So 1 year anniversary, and one of the best episodes we've had in last year was our World Cup of sports movies. And I want to give it to the ladies now. All right, we're gonna have the Women's World Cup of sports movies. It's our first annual movie bracket. Okay,
Gender specific.
gender specific. We have looked high and low. We've watched most of these movies, and we picked the best women's sports movies, and we've created our 16 movie bracket. We started with like 30, 32, 34 movies, and we were at one point, like a Little Giants. We talked about in this episode where there's an awesome female athlete playing with the men. And those really, we kind of had an opportunity to cancel those out and focus mostly on women's movies.
Yes, yes, and it's shame on Hollywood. And this one I'm gonna agree with the liberals. We need more women's sports movies.
I completely agree.
We
you
do.
know how hard it was to think of just the list we compiled?
Because there's so many dog shit sports movies out there.
Yeah, and it's like when you start getting into the Hindu film, like the Hindi films, like the Indians.
Yeah, there's some serious ones.
The Bollywood.
Yeah, they have a lot of
They
sports
have some
movies.
of the best girls. Pinkam Chopra, what's her name? She married one of the Jonas Brothers. She's a smoking hot movie, but she has a
Yeah.
basketball movie. I know.
I don't think that's correct.
It's
but
maybe
we'll
it's
go
Steph
with it.
Curry's sister.
Yeah.
But we took a lot of feedback from
We got
from
some
listeners
nominations. We got
from-
some nominations. Yeah.
on the Instagram.
and the Facebook
And
the
the
book,
Facebook.
the Book of Faces.
Yeah, so we finalized the list.
So how do we know which moves on? Is it majority
Well,
rules?
what happened? What really and how we did last time is we create our own. We get to say we fill in our own bracket, and then we get to tell the people
Okay.
who wins it.
Got it.
Right. So let's go call it. We're gonna call this the West.
Okay, the West.
The West
That's
is
the left coast.
Right. We have the
best
teams.
coast?
The number one seed in the West is A League of Their Own.
Classic. One of the greatest sports movies.
Of all time. It's a true story, and it's a Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, and Rosie O'Donnell when she was cool.
Yeah,
was in
but
that
Gina
movie.
Davis when
Gina
she's
Davis.
hot, and Madonna.
Madonna.
as a
Yeah.
brunette.
Yes,
That was a small phase, and
smoking hot.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
And I
Madonna
sneeze and
phases.
my bosoms come out. I mean,
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And they're the peaches.
yeah.
Is it a little? I just like I like to
little,
describe female
chauvinistic?
parts as peaches.
I think it was just foreshadowing for the peach emoji that was soon to come in Instagram.
Right.
Oh, dude,
they-
that is very valid.
The
That is-
Jake is always valid.
Okay. So another movie in the West that is doing really well and should do well is $1 Million Baby. We have Hilary Swank playing a amateur boxer moving up the ranks. It's also a Clint Eastwood movie.
Do you buy Hilary Swank as a boxer?
I think so.
I think
I
she-
believed
she-
it. She sold
really?
it well.
She's got the nose bridge of a boxer.
She does. I didn't buy her as a boxer. That's what bothered me about
Morgan
that
Freeman's
movie.
in the movie too.
Oh,
So there's quality of movies high. I
Clint
think it won
Eastwood is a
awards.
great director.
Yeah,
You find me a bad Clint Eastwood movie.
Tough to find.
it's hard.
Very hard.
So that should be a front runner in the West. We have Joanna Man. I can't name that. He's a B grade BET actor. I don't want to say, but he jumps on. He's an ex NBA player, and then he joins the WNBA. I think Vivica A. Fox is in it.
I do love me some Vivica.
Now Vivica carries the weight in that movie, and
Another great Vivica movie, not a sports movie, was the Kill Bill.
oh, Kill Bill, yeah,
Oh, she was great in Kill Bill.
fight scenes with
with
Uma Thurman.
Oh yeah,
Good stuff. Is it Players Club where she's?
yes, she's in Players Club.
I like her in Players Club.
The actor in Juwanna Mann is Miguel A. Nunez Jr.
Yeah, that rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
The
Vivica
junior, the,
A. Fox. Smoking hot.
yes,
She's
and-
good in Booty Call with Tommy
That's-
Davidson.
okay, it
and-
was
Great call.
And then the last one in the West is Sean and I. It's a personal favorite. 90s movie, figure skating, The Cutting Edge.
Cutting Edge.
A hockey player loses his.
Douglas Dorsey, who is
Yep.
D.B. Sweeney.
Okay.
And then Moira Kelly, who is consequently the voice of Nala in The Lion King.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We are right up Mr. Foy's alley.
That's my movie right there.
One of the best one-liners in sports movies. Toe pick.
Topic?
You know, so.
Hey, what's this thing on the
So
front?
you're not mentioning Bend It Like Beckham in the West? You don't think that's a top dog?
It's not in the West. This is the.
It's in the second.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Is that the South?
No, that would be. We'll keep the West and the East on the same side.
Oh, that does not make any sense.
Okay, then the West and the
the
South.
South.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so because Paulo's not
my bracket skills are.
let's see,
Yeah.
South.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So those are the four in the West. Cutting Edge is going against $1 Million Baby. I have.
So are we going? Are we
No, we
picking?
got-
Should we go?
Let's go through all the films.
Okay. So the first rounders. Okay. So those, and then the other is A League of Their Own going against Juwanna Mann, which should be clear cut, but we're gonna leave it to us to choose later.
So
Okay.
let's move on to the South. The South bracket.
Okay.
This is like the NCAA tourney. We're
Yeah.
going
Right.
over all the brackets.
Bracketology.
Bracketology. There
That's
we
what
go.
they call it in the biz.
So we got the South bracket. Big movie in there that one of my favorites for this bracket, Blue Crush. Surfer movie.
Yep.
Like Hawaiian
So the
theme.
NFL guys go to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii.
Exactly. She's a maid.
She's a maid
Oh,
and
nope. Housekeeper.
and amateur surfer.
Yes. Kind of scared to pull the trigger, make a move, kind of stagnant in life. Meets this dude, not because she meets the dude, but she's kind of a badass.
Yeah.
And then she realizes it.
But he's a Pro Bowl quarterback, and she has no idea who he is.
Exactly.
During the Pro Bowl. Who is it? Is it Faison? Or who's the lineman?
Yeah, it's Faison Love.
It's one of them. Great lineman, surfing. I love comedic linemen that play football.
He's
movies.
in multiple football movies.
Well, isn't he also in?
He's in The
The
Replacements.
Yes,
We're the
that's a-
guards. Protect the
exactly.
quarterback.
So that's a great movie, and Smoking Hot Chicks.
Yeah, and then you got a good '90s film for soccer would be Ladybugs. A lot
Right.
of people we had that brought to our attention. Ladybugs.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I mean, it's a girl's.
He gets no
soccer-
respect.
Yeah,
But going to Rodney Dangerfield. Have you ever seen any of his like Johnny Carson interviews or
Oh.
his late night?
He was
interviews?
classic.
Like his shit was straight from the cuff and is fucking hilarious. Like his wife jokes.
yeah, he rips on his wife.
so fucking funny.
His whole thing is he gets no respect, but literally that was his whole gimmick. Like there was never a lot of jokes or build up. It was just
I get no respect.
self-deprecating humor, just
And
making fun of
On
himself.
top of it, and then his facial features.
Oh, yeah, like-
that sold it even more. You know, he's probably he was probably one of the ugliest guys ever in showbiz,
Oh, totally.
and he was so funny that you'd even think about it.
No disrespect to Forrest Whitaker because he's right
Oh,
there.
But not funny.
but they also had like with that teen heartthrob from the '90s. I think he passed away.
He
that-
did.
it was a weird
he was
thing.
he was in It.
He was the hand of the devil or something. Remember, he played that. Yeah,
Hand of the Devil.
no, it was something where his hand was like cursed. It was
Oh.
another movie he was in, and then he passed away after that.
Yeah, he played in the movie It. He was the main guy in It.
Yeah,
He was in.
he was just.
I think he was in Three Ninjas.
Oh, was he Rocky?
He might have been in Three Ninjas. It's up for debate.
Right. So we have Ladybugs, which was so Rodney Dangerfield gets like his nephew to dress up like a girl and play on the girls' team. That's the
Classic 80s
premise?
premise movie.
right. Then we have one of the most popular women's movies. I'd say the number one seed right now, Bend It Like Beckham. You have Keira Knightley and the Indian girl. I don't want to sound bad. Is that
Here,
bad?
Let me find.
Wait, no, get this. What's the Rotten Tomatoes on that,
Oh,
Sean?
so terrible.
I don't.
But
Rotten
it wasn't.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was. There was a love interest. It was this.
This movie was huge when it came out.
It
with
was huge when it
all
came
like
out.
young girl
So
soccer
was it more on
players.
the title of the movie?
Parminder
David Beckham was so
Nagra.
big
Yeah, and at the
that
time,
it helped sell the movie,
Yeah.
and he barely made an appearance, or he wasn't even in
Yeah.
the movie.
Her name is Parminder Nagra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Parminder.
got that right.
Parminder, and then probably the last, the sleeper, the Cinderella of this, the South would be She's the Man.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, Sean, you're a big fan of Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, who isn't a fan of Amanda Bynes?
Me.
Really?
I'm not an Amanda Bynes fan.
She's our
Out of all the
that,
Disney girls who kind of like
She was
OD'd.
She was an
She's the-
Nickelodeon girl.
Amanda
Okay.
Bynes is the one that went crazy.
Yeah, they
with-
all kind of went. Yeah,
She's like, have you
She's
seen?
batshit crazy.
Oh, batshit,
Batshit.
and like the plastic surgery overdose that she's done.
Oh, I haven't
Oh
seen her
my
in a long
God.
time.
Oh, she looks terrible.
So she's like, what the hell's her name? Dated Carson Daly for a while. She was in Van Wilder. Tara Reid.
Tara
Tara
Reid.
Reid, yes, very similar to Tara Reid,
But Tara Reid's still doing like
but
Sharknado
Tara kind of
movies.
has her shit together.
Yeah.
and Tara can handle her shit.
Yeah.
I don't think Amanda Bynes can handle what she's
No.
taking.
Yeah.
She's gone way.
She's
gone
had
off
like
the-
those Instagram breakdown videos that she does. She's gone crazy. Does not look good.
I'm gonna throw this out here right now. It's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock in here right now.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's hotter than the devil's dick.
It's been a couple hot days in the valley. It's actually today, in the last 3 days, has been the coolest.
Yeah, it was only 89
But
today.
we broke three. We were at what 104, 103.
Yeah,
2
triple
days ago.
digits.
2 days in a row.
And just so the sound is good, we sacrifice.
Our personal comfort.
Yeah. So there's no fans going
Well,
off or.
And when you're out on the pickleball courts like I am, that pickleball court adds about 7 degrees to the heat.
Yeah. So Jake,
Do you-
you're a personal trainer for pickleball.
Yeah, I'm kind of a pickleball pro. Some would say I train people. It's become it's actually the number one growing adult sport in
Where
America.
do you train?
Up at the San Luis Bay Club, actually out of Avila Beach.
Okay.
Trained some high profile guys. A guy named Davis Best.
Okay.
He's used to be tennis guy at Hancock College. Played some D2 tennis. He's really on the rise in the pickleball ranks in the amateur set in California.
Oh, amateur.
Well, I heard Slow County is like the mecca for pickleball,
It has become the adult mecca of pickleball.
and
Would you say it's taking over tennis?
I would say in Slow County, definitely. And pickleball is such a tougher sport than
like
tennis.
you go to Slow County and you go into a bar, they're watching pickleball. Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And they have like pro leagues like in like Bangkok.
Oh,
Right?
totally.
I think
Yeah,
it's a serious.
I watched U.S. Open in pickleball the other day, like a week ago. I swear to God, it was on 219.
Have you seen him play pickleball in clay?
It's tough. It's not really pickleball on clay. It's not. It's
It's got to be hard surface, right?
yeah. It's
Okay.
got to be hard surface. And I actually played in Laos for
Oh.
2 years.
Oh, really? What part of Indochina is that in?
It's right next to Vietnam. It is seriously.
Very good with the
Okay.
geography. All right. Now that we've discussed Jake's background a little bit
Yeah.
more, and we know he's a pickleball enthusiast and trainer of some high
If
talent.
you get a hold of Hold My Whistle, if you want to up your pickleball game, Jake is one of the best in the nation.
Premier.
Yeah.
Premier,
Probably the most experienced pickleballer I've ever met.
I would agree.
He
with
knows
that.
how to handle the pickle.
And the ball. And I appreciate the kind words, gentlemen. I do.
All right, well, let's head to the east portion of our bracket.
And that's the upper right, correct?
That's
Paulo?
Upper
top
right, yeah, we're going.
Even though the north is up, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
East.
You want to lead this
Oh
one,
yeah,
Jake?
This was your suggestion.
This was my suggestion, my favorite movie out of this whole
And probably
bracket.
the most recent or like,
Underrated
yeah.
but
or unwatched.
well, yes and no.
Controversial.
Maybe, yeah, it was garnered great critical acclaim.
Oh yeah, but I'm in terms of like viewer watching.
Yeah.
Like nobody really brought this movie.
It was produced really quick and made really quick. It was just
And it was shot in with it had a lot of fourth person Deadpool ish type
Talking
of
to
things.
the camera.
Yeah, talking to the camera. I love the way it was shot, and it's I, Tanya and Margaret Robbie. or Robbie,
Margot
Margaret,
Robbie.
Margot.
Shit.
Whatever.
Smoking hot.
She
I can't get over from Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, but she plays such a great white trash
Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding. It is such a great movie. If you have not seen I, Tanya,
Highly
you need to watch
recommend it.
It's one of my faves.
Yeah. No, and I think it won awards. right?
It did. It was
pretty good.
Like I said, critically acclaimed.
It's one of those. When what's the movie award ceremony? Is it the Oscar? No,
It did not win an Oscar.
No, but how they.
I think it got a
winners
Golden
always
Globe.
come out right when the show comes out.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a big push in the theaters. It just comes out just for the awards. And I, Tonya was one of those.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Yeah. A sleeper for me and Jake is Higher Learning. Now, is it a sports movie? Sort of. There's a lot of battles here. There's some actors that it's an early 90s movie.
Great movie.
But it's because of Tyra Banks and her track running skills. I believe that she was a real track runner.
I thought she was. The way she worked out with Omar Epps,
Yeah.
like watching her, and he's like, oh, look at this girl. Tyra did a great job. Really reached outside of herself in playing a track star.
Well,
and she's a supermodel.
That's before she was a supermodel.
No,
wasn't
it was
No.
not.
She was always a
It's
supermodel.
She got the job because she was a Sports Illustrated swimsuit
Yeah.
model.
Now, this is like 93?
93, 92,
94?
94, around there.
Yeah.
I actually might even be like 94, 95, but, we can check on that. Here's the other thing that I think people forget, and this guy is huge in the podcast game. Michael Rappaport. This is the movie that made him a household name.
yeah.
He was Remy, the white supremacist guy in Higher Learning.
95.
So there you go. I was in college.
So this is probably the least sports movie, but it was so influential. And again, Tyra Banks is probably one of the better athletes in the sports movie world.
I mean,
is she the fastest?
Christy Swanson's in there.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Omar Epps is in there, and Omar Epps is in one of our favorite sports movies. I think all of us here could agree.
The program.
The program. And he constantly is in during that genre of the 90s, he was constantly playing a male athlete in some sports movie.
And, looking at the cast, Jennifer Connelly is in this movie. And I love me some Jennifer Connelly.
Who
She's
doesn't?
hot.
She is.
Labyrinth.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube's in the
Oh,
movie.
the cast is
The
just
cast
ridiculous.
is huge. For the mid-90s, this is a who's who of mid-90s.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Come
Cole
on.
Hauser,
Morpheus is in it?
Regina King's in it. But Busta Rhymes is in it.
I know.
Yeah, dude, the movie is so
Because remember,
good.
Buster Rhymes gets in a fight with Michael Rappaport, with their two crews are
Yes.
hanging out
But-
like in the thing.
The most unsung actor in this movie, Andrew Brianarski. I've never been able to say his last name, but it's Steve Vladimir. Just so everybody knows.
yes.
Steve Vladimir.
Place
There
at
you
the
go.
table.
Another one.
This was a big viewer push. This next one,
It's a big Jake push as well.
really, you're
Oh, I'm a huge Wildcats fan.
I'm a huge Goldie fan.
Goldie fan?
Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yeah.
And then on top of, we mentioned this in the first World Cup of Sports movies. This is transitioned into the women's, but it's a Woody and
Wesley.
Wesley Snipes movie combo. The first one.
What jersey number did Wesley Snipes wear in this movie?
Shit.
Number 25.
And that's you know
Jake
what I mean?
knows.
Do you know how many times I watched this movie? This was a
Did this help?
Yodakai family tradition to watch Wildcats on VHS.
Oh wow.
Oh, we watched this movie probably got to say 40 times.
Nice,
Wow.
good family flick.
Not really, but great movie.
And great soundtrack.
Football Sport of Kings.
Better than Diamond Rings.
That's why we're here to sing.
Football.
Who recorded?
Oh wait.
I told you
You
this.
did tell me. Ask him then.
Who recorded the song? If you watch the movie through the ending credits, they have a rapper who recorded that song, and he raps it.
Well, and it's in the 80s.
Famous rapper.
Big time 80s rapper.
Big time 80s and 90s rapper.
Yeah, anything. He's transitioned.
Give you a hint. He was at the Chumash a couple years ago.
Ladies love him, bro.
LL.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, was that too easy of a clue?
Yeah.
I fucked it up, Paul. Yeah, so he sings the so in the movie you know Goldie sings it and it's kind of
And the
cute
guys
in the
are
crowd,
like- yeah.
very 85 Bears,
Yeah.
you know. But the well produced one, and you were saying too, it's the only way you could listen to it.
It's on the soundtrack.
Yeah, on the soundtrack.
You could never buy that song.
Never. The LL Cool J. And then the last movie in the East is one of the sports that women has been popularized by women. You don't really see women play it. It's girls roller derby. And this movie is Whip It.
Ellen Page.
Yep.
It's a good flick. I watched it randomly one time and I dug it. You know, she's a rebellious teen, like trying to fit in with the older girls.
It's got a girl I like in it, Juliette Lewis.
Oh, you're a Juliette Lewis
I like
fan.
Juliette Lewis. She's a little punk.
She's kinda
edgy girl.
trashy.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis, who was in the Vacation movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
okay,
wasn't.
good.
She, yeah. But yeah, no, she's in the movie, and they're based out of Texas, and that's how she kind of like finds her wings through roller derby, and she jumps into the sport and she's dominating.
She kills
right off
it.
the bat. Yeah.
I used to love watching competitive roller derby. It was on like Sunday, Saturday
chicks
mornings.
would
or
get
whatever.
hammered, go over the rail,
Hamski.
elbows, trips.
They still have a competitive league in Pismo Beach and San Luis.
well,
they do it
no,
in
we
Santa Maria,
saw
too.
Eddie's lady.
Oh,
Your cousin.
Eddie's wife.
Eddie-
was it?
Eddie wife.
I watched
She
her compete.
looks like a roller derby chick with all the tattoos.
She's got the tats.
What's her name? Her roller name? Do you remember?
Trixie Terror was.
But
her
it wasn't
name.
Buddy Royal.
Not.
Oh,
throwing
big
it
shout outs
out.
to Buddy Royale with cheese.
Yeah.
Hey, I added the cheese.
You did.
So whip it.
Whip it. So those four, I, Tanya, Highland, Wildcats, and Whip It.
Now we move to the
East.
north.
Yes. The north.
All right, so
We are the north.
we are. Oh, good job.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the first. I don't think it's not the highest rated seed in the North, but I'm gonna say, in my opinion, it's gonna go far. It's not your typical sport movie. It's Bring It On. Kirsten Dunst,
Yep.
Gabrielle Union.
Oh, yeah.
Dwayne Wade's wife.
Yeah, and it's a cheerleading movie.
And it's actually a good freaking movie.
It's not
It
bad.
is. If you're a
Spirit
dude,
fingers. You don't have spirit fingers without Bring It On.
I guarantee you, if you turn that movie on,
you'll watch it.
You'll watch
You'll
it.
watch it to the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny throughout the film. Male cheerleaders, choreographers, the backup girls for the
No.
we all are thinking about Kristen Dunst, but
No, my favorite is Eliza Dushku.
okay, you know the names, but I like them.
Dude, Eliza, how do you not know who
Yeah,
Eliza
come
Dushku
on.
is? She's
Even
the girl
Jake knows
Eliza
that.
Couscous.
Dushku. She's Danish, and
she?
and she was on True Lies,
Yes.
smoking hot. Kind of irrelevant these days, but still smoking hot.
Yeah.
If you're into that,
And she was kind of a rebellious gymnastic girl, you know.
Yeah.
No gymnastics team at El Toro High or whatever the fucking high school was. And she did cheerleading and she tore it up.
And then was it Big Red was the ex captain of the
Yeah,
cheerleaders?
she'd go into the inner city and steal
Yeah,
steal all the cheers from the inner city girls, and
it was a good premise.
It was
a
good.
great
It was
movie.
but it really
was
brought
that early 2000s, right?
if not late 99. It's
I wanna
it's a
think-
99 movie or it's early 2000s.
Okay.
It's right on that cusp of like boy bands and all that crap.
I
want to
think it's when I was in Arizona.
2000.
I
Right
see,
on-
I
yeah.
knew it. I knew I was living in Arizona
Go-
at the time.
goggles were a fashion statement. You could go to like buy colored goggles and try to be like freaking Neo or someone.
Could you?
Freaking, it was that. Well, I remember in the movie the guy was
not
wearing
really
goggles.
sure what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know.
Come
So
on,
we'll just pretend
you don't remember
and
that?
nod our head. What's the next one?
Fucking Jake.
That's why I'm here, buddy.
Uh,
Hopefully, I get asked
All right,
back.
so another one. I did a couple basketball girls in high school, and this was their movie. They loved Love and Basketball. Another Omar Epps movie.
weird.
Yeah,
Imagine that he's in another sports movie.
and they played at SC.
Yeah.
He left early, but their love made it through all the transitional phases of.
Who's the girl in the movie?
Oh, what the hell is her
Oh,
name?
I'm not a big fan of this movie.
she's
so.
in too deep, and she's. You're not a big fan.
No, I'm not.
I leave love out of sports movies.
That's me. The
You know what I mean?
love should be secondary to the sport. There's always a love interest
Jake, when
in the
you
movie.
take an athlete on as a pickleballer, do you tell them like, hey, unless you're already in a serious relationship, like, stop messing around with girls before you compete? in
Yeah,
a pickleball
girls
game?
or guys, because we're
Oh,
here.
right.
Jake is not a judgmental guy.
Right.
Everything's open. I'm an open book. I live my life open. I'm not even here to identify what I do. I mean, I'm non-binary, if you want to ask me, and I'm here to say that. But what I am going to say is,
Non-binary.
what I do tell my athletes is, your athlete, the pickleball and the paddle, that is your wife or your husband or your partner.
There you go.
Everything else is secondary.
Her name is Sanaa Lathan.
Son-
SANAA.
Nah, nah, nah.
I was way off. Samsonite.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of this movie.
No, me neither.
I mean, I think it's funny that Omar Epps is in a movie that revolves around Southern California. Just like The Wood. Did you ever see The
Oh,
Wood?
my-
Oh, but the wood. My wife, Amanda
Senor-
Yodakai.
Man, Yoda.
Yeah, Amanda. She's
Why
the love
can't-
of my life. Why does he always do this when I talk about her? It's like he hates my wife. He was at the wedding and he hates her still to this day.
What did she ever do?
It was a great ceremony.
You need
know,
to treat her better.
She was a bridezilla. Okay.
Hey, we need to we're gonna stop talking.
Pump the brakes
Pump
on
the
Amanda.
brakes on that. But Amanda and I were engaged, newly engaged, watching The Wood.
I love that movie.
So do I. And they wore yellow vests and yellow bow ties.
Yeah.
So when we got married, our groomsmen wore yellow vest and yellow bow
nice.
ties after The Wood.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
Quick
I love you,
question.
Amanda.
Quick question. Where was Omar Epps originally from before he moved to the Wood in the movie?
Oh man. Santa Barbara.
Nope.
Oh.
That's a good one.
He talked with a funny accent.
Was he from Boston?
No,
Give it to us.
he's from North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
When
Tay
he,
Diggs is in that movie.
yeah, when he takes his ass whooping from the girl's brother because
Yeah.
everybody else pusses out.
Is that the movie where he's dancing with the girl and he gets a boner and he's got to
Hey.
keep it?
Dude, it's such a good young adult movie of that era.
Oh, totally.
Everyone had lived through one of those kind of scenarios.
It was
in that
20
movie.
somethings, and I just happened to be literally the same age they were in the movie and engaged at the time, so
Yeah.
it was a perfect movie
Yeah.
for us.
Okay,
Me
so
and Amanda. Love
Love and
you, honey.
Basketball's in it. We had Bring It On. The third movie is our second surfing movie, Soul Surfer. True story based on, I forget her name.
Bethany,
Yes, she was in Hawaii
Hawaii.
and shark took her arm.
It happens.
Oof,
Happens to the best of us.
True story,
True
and it's
story.
actually a pretty good movie.
It's
I'm more
She
of a
got
fan
through
of
it.
the story than the movie.
right.
I agree. I think I think the story makes me like the movie more than the movie should have made me like it.
Yeah,
Right.
I felt the same. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I mean, I appreciate the story, the struggle this girl went through, you
Yeah.
know, and she's back surfing. Which fuck that. I get
And
bit by a
compete-
shark. Fuck no. I ain't
It's
going
just
back.
like a good buddy of mine, Jimmy. He got hit by a freaking great white while he was kayak fishing off the coast of San Luis. Jimmy, my buddy Jimmy, and he goes back in the water after that.
Fuck that shit.
That's
I mean?
nuttier than squirrel turds.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorites, Jessica. Again, I forget her name as an actress, but Sean knows it.
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Michelle Trachtenberg, Stick It. Jeff Bridges is the gymnastics coach. She's in it. She competes at high
Michelle
level.
Trachtenberg?
We're gonna go with it,
I
but
think I'm on the wrong movie.
I'm going Jeff Bridges. Okay,
You-
Stick it. I have never seen Stick
dude,
It.
she's smoking hot. She comes out of the ice bath. The abs are ripped. She got a little bit of attitude.
She's got Morgan Reed abs.
She does.
Ooh.
Okay.
And so I think she's in the Blue
No,
TV
it's,
series now.
it's not Michelle Trachtenberg.
Way
What's
off.
her name?
Missy Peregrine.
Yes, Missy Peregrine. Ian Bailey, one of our.
Oh, that's right.
Ian Bailey made out with her, so she was in the list of.
Oh, that's right. Ian Bailey's from San Ynez. Yeah, we
Yes.
all went to high school around the same
I
time.
heard he actually has a pretty nasty pickleball game. So
Ian, he's decent. He's left-handed, which is harder when you play pickleball left-handed. It's different.
he's only good on one side when you play team pickleball.
Yeah, he has a hard time.
Do you do doubles as well?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big doubles fan. I actually think that makes you the player you are. If you can play doubles.
Okay, excellent.
I'm
So
a back row kind of guy when it comes to pickleball.
Yeah, I'm a front row guy.
Yeah. You like to smash, but you can't go over the. What is the line called?
It's that line designates the non-volley zone. So non-volley, a volley is when you hit the ball out of the air before it bounces on the ground. That would be designated volley.
okay,
And if you smash an overhand smash, that's hard. That's a hard volley as opposed to a soft volley.
okay,
Yeah. Sorry, I hate to dominate this
the
podcast
Yoda
about
well,
pickleball.
we weren't the details that you come with prove who you are in the pickleball world.
Well, and I just think that Hold My Whistle, it's a sports podcast, and I think sometimes people forget how much of a great sport pickleball is.
Well,
Yeah.
people think they want to throw pickleball in there with drone racing and robot. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's a competitive.
Will it be on the docket for an Olympic?
It should be, and it's not like bocce ball. I mean,
No.
you need athletic ability to play pickleball.
Right.
I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, it should be in the summer games.
Hold My Whistle is pushing for pickleball to be an Olympic summer sport.
I think we should be hashtag pickleball Olympics.
When's the next Olympic? When's the next Olympics? What year are we in? 18, 19? Is it 2020 or 2022?
I have no.
We're gonna go
freaking idea.
2022. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're pushing for pickleball in the
There we
Olympics.
go. All right, let's pick some winners. All right.
Here we go.
All right, we're going to go all the way back to the West.
I'm excited. I'm going to write down my winner right now just so you guys can't see
Well,
it.
is that how you do your brackets?
No,
you pick your winners and work your way back?
No, but I'm just seeing if we're all going to come to the same conclusion.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I don't like to do that. I'd be like, oh, wow, this one for me.
Awesome.
I like
All
to be
right, here we go.
Nobody cares.
This motherfucker.
So,
We starting in the West?
no, let's start in the South.
Oh, the South. Okay,
The dirty South.
Are we going Blue Crush versus She's the Man?
I'm going blue.
I have to go Blue Crush for sure.
I have to go Blue Crush as well, even though I'm kind of an older statesman. But Blue Crush is, you just can't beat it.
Nope. And then we have Bendit versus Ladybugs. And I think Bendit is supposed to be the front runner, but I'm going to go Rodney. I'm going Ladybugs.
I'm going Bendit.
I am sticking with the Ladybugs.
So then the Hold My Whistle official thing would be Ladybugs.
Ladybugs.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have to. Aren't you?
Well,
gonna...
we're gonna post all three of our brackets.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and so
Right.
people could agree or disagree.
I'm going Bendit just because of Posh Spice. I know she's not in it, but she's married to David Beckham,
Yeah.
and Posh Spice just makes me like this movie, even though she's not in it.
I was a Ginger Spice fan and a Scary Spice.
Oh, I'm Baby Spice.
Oh,
I like Baby.
Emma Bunting. I'm not an Emma
No,
Bunting
Baby
fan.
Spice. No, I'll go with Ginger Spice. The hangers, the natural
Yeah,
hangers.
yeah.
That would win it for me.
And
Okay, so
Mel
if you
B
had to
has
choose-
gotten hotter. Mel B has
Mel
gotten
B is
hotter.
because you get money. You
I
get
was
Eddie
a-
Murphy.
I was also a Posh Spice fan.
I was
Oh,
never a Posh
at the
Spice.
time. It was Posh. And
I
Baby
can
for
tell
me.
you off air why.
So, what do we think about the?
The athletic one, I was not a fan of.
no,
Sporty Spice. She had a fucking janky tooth.
Yeah, she was bunk. You could tell she was English.
Oh yeah, and she had
You could tell she was English.
She whatever village she lived in, fluoride was not in that water.
it's
my
like
God.
a fucking national crisis in England.
That's why their teeth are bad.
yeah.
All right,
But no,
moving-
let's. I want to
Oh,
just.
we're gonna
I
pump
want
the
to ask you
brakes?
one more question about the
Pump 'em.
Spice Girls. When they brought in those lifted sneaker shoes and all the girls were wearing them and the stockings, was it a positive or a negative for you guys? Did you like them?
the sneakers.
Just like,
The
it was like
pump
a 4-inch
sneakers.
platform sneaker.
No.
Not-
Tell me
not
what
the
you want.
sneakers.
What you really, really want. I did not want those pump speakers.
Great answer, Jake. All right, so we got Ladybugs for me and Blue Crush.
Are we going straight winner from this, or are we going to move to
You
another
want-
bracket?
Let's go. Well, yeah, might as well. Let's finish.
Blue
it up.
Crush versus Bendit. Ooh.
Ladybugs.
Oh, well, see, for me, it's
Well, for
Bendit.
you, it's Bendit.
I think Blue beats both the soccer movies.
I'm
going
going
Crush.
to agree. I'm
Oh,
going
I
to agree.
will
Crush.
agree.
Crush makes it to the quarter. Is it the semis?
That's why we should be doing a overall bracket as well.
Okay.
It's the majority, but that's...
Yeah.
Okay, we can fill one in
yeah.
Yes.
afterwards.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Because
Alright.
mine is definitely going to be different than yours.
I know it is.
So we could go west, east, or north.
Go west.
Jake, west. Okay. Well,
I
I
want,
think there's some of the harder ones here. If we
except for the first one.
Yeah, come on. A League of Their Own
League of Their
versus
Own.
Juwanna Man.
boom.
Juwanna Man, Juwanna shit movie. I mean, A League of Their Own for sure.
Juwanna Man was the 16th seed. It's Rhode Island State.
Right. And we didn't really even talk too much about A League of Their Own.
You don't
Other
have.
than Peaches.
What do you say about
Right.
League of
We
Their Own?
But
did.
I just wanted to mention we didn't say in the beginning. There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, but we did mention
Anyway.
the peaches. We
We
mentioned
did.
the
We did.
actresses.
We did.
We
I just wanted to
mentioned-
say that one.
It was a great movie.
Okay.
All right, $1 Million Baby versus Cutting Edge.
I think just it's I
Two
own
movies
both
that
movies.
are blah to me.
Oh, you're just going from the cuff on this? No dog in this fight?
For
Well,
me,
I
no
think
dog.
you need to take some time during winter.
He's never seen. He's never
you gotta
seen
watch
Cutting Edge.
No, here's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Clint Eastwood.
And I can't blame you for that.
So I'm going $1 Million Baby, but it does not get out of this next round for me.
Cutting edge for me.
So that's why I don't care. It's like when I pick Wake Forest to win the first round.
But these are
of
this is where you get those
bracket.
sneaky points and win the bracket.
Yeah.
These are Duke's gonna win the first two rounds most of the time.
Yeah, you pick the upset.
Right. And then even out of that, I still have A League of Their Own making it. So
That's why I'm saying it doesn't get out. For me, League of Their Own.
all right, let's
Whoa,
we haven't talked to Foy.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I
okay.
feel like and Jake is very in touch with his feelings. I feel
You open
like,
up well.
I feel like Paulo is really shutting you out of this show.
He is
I need-
totally
you know what?
deballing me.
And I'm feeling like on your 1 year anniversary, he should be hearing what you have to say.
I know. It's like we've never discussed a thing, Paulo.
We don't
It's
talk
like-
anymore.
We don't talk.
It's like you don't even know each other.
All right, fuck.
Do we?
My-
Dare I say? Look, we set up the couch in here. It's pretty much the best therapy we got. Okay.
It is like a
Once
therapy
a week.
session.
Once a week, we get in here and we talk. But it's not to
But
each
not
other.
to each other. Oh,
Oh, Christ. We've been doing this way too long.
You two are married.
So,
What do you say, Sean?
what are your feelings?
I am going with the cutting edge.
I'm hearing your answer. Okay.
You have done the therapy because I have, and you learned that.
I hear what you're saying.
what you're saying, but you're wrong.
I'm going cutting edge because to me, like, I grew up on the. I completely like both films. The cutting edge to me is just so much more. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's where I'm leaning. Cutting edge for me.
Wow. Oh,
I'm throwing
over a league.
Over a little
over as much as I like
Wow.
that movie.
Hey, I applaud that.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. That's like picking Remember
that's
the
a
Titans
one-handed-
over the program.
Oh, I would
Oh.
never do that.
Well, that's what you just did.
I know I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Absolutely.
Yes,
not.
you did.
People are gonna hate you.
It's okay. I can live with it.
No, you should live with that.
I
and
will.
You're gonna live with that forever.
Toe pick.
Oh shit, motherfucker!
I'm a bad motherfucker and I didn't even know it. All right.
All right.
So in the
That's
semis,
like me. That's like me picking a fucking 16 seed to win the title.
so right now you're looking at toe pick, whatever that movie is, Cutting Edge versus Blue,
Blue
Crush.
Crush.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
bullshit. That's
What?
like the East in
Hey,
the NBA.
Hey, Snowflake. Pump your brakes.
Hey, Jake, are you a Democrat?
Not even close.
But you live in San Luis County.
Nope, not a Democrat. I do not roll that way, homie.
Then don't judge my picks, Broseph.
That's why I'm judging your picks, because I'm not a Democrat.
Oh boy. Let's not get into politics, guys.
We
That's not
won't.
what Hold My Whistle's about.
I
right.
am part of the Green Party, and I want that to be stated right now. Not a
You're a
Democrat.
Nader fan?
I just want to let you
Oh,
guys.
of
I just
course.
want to let you know. Jake has a Ralph Nader Greenpeace tattoo
I do
over
not.
his chest.
I do not. I do have a big giant tree with lots of vegetables tattooed because I'm green.
All right. So we got the semis for the left coast.
Right.
I think we should go to the right coast.
All right,
Let's
let's
go.
do that. Let's start in the north.
We got Love and Basketball versus Soul Surfer.
Not a huge fan of either film here.
But I'm gonna go with the ladies because I love the ladies. I'm gonna go Love and Basketball.
Ooh, I am sticking to the story, and I'm going Soul Surfer.
Wow.
Wholeheartedly agree.
You're gonna go 2 surf movies.
Totally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Soul Surfers as well.
All right. This is a tough one for me. We got the gymnastics movie versus the cheerleading movie.
I'm going Bring It On because the gymnastics movie I wanted was called Bronze.
Yes, and we love it. It's the girl from Big Bang Theory.
Dude,
Kelly,
She's got a rack.
What
It's
the
one of the funniest sex scenes of all time.
What the
And she's
fuck?
super rough around the edges.
oh, is that when he's like holding her up and
Yes,
shit in the
oh,
hotel room?
Dude, it is. It should have been on the list. He wanted Stick It over Bronze. Would have Bronze made it out of the first round? I doubt it. But it was a great movie.
Dude, what is her
Can we
fucking
can we
name?
bracket them? Stick it and the bronze.
No,
No,
the Bronze.
there's no play-in game
Okay,
in this
it's
bracket.
honorable mention.
Yeah.
The bronze gets an honorable mention.
Strictly for the sex scene.
Yo.
Yes. Okay.
And it's a funny fucking movie. Bring It On. I go Bring It On.
I'm going to bring it on. for
you
sure.
have
It's
to.
unanimous. Is this the? It's unanimous. Bring it on.
Yeah.
And I got.
No, it's not the girl from Big Bang Theory.
No, it's what's her name?
Melissa Rauch.
What?
Okay.
Or
That is the
there's
girl from
Haley. Big Bang? No, she's not.
She's the one that's in love with the Jew. She marries the Jewish guy.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Paula's actually right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah, he's
I didn't recognize her with the glasses.
It's the other girl.
Yeah.
The other blonde. Not Kaylee Kuko.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because Kelly Kuko.
Kelly.
Kaylee.
Kuko.
Whatever.
All
Dude,
right.
all the fucking K names chicks have. Okay.
You have
So-
a hard time. Now let's go to the East.
Are we not going to the?
Oh no, we gotta do that. So Soul Surfers. I have Soul Surfers versus Bring It On.
So do I.
I'm going to bring it.
I'm going to bring it on.
Bring It as well. I agree.
So in our final 4 right now, I have A League of Their Own, Blue Crush, and Bring It On.
I find it funny because if I remember correctly, you two are football coaches, and you are putting one of the top 4 women's sports movies as a cheerleading movie, and I think that is great.
Oh, it's.
And that shows you guys are
Wholeheartedly.
well rounded.
Well, very well rounded.
I don't know. if I would have eaten as many snacks if it wasn't for the cheerleaders. I don't know if I had, I felt down sometimes. I know what was going on between the third and fourth quarter. Guess what? I look at the cheerleaders. They motivate me.
They fired you up.
Boom.
Yeah.
Stand up for the kickoff? Fucking A.
Yeah.
I love kickoff.
Rowdy's in the front. Show us what you want.
I'm going to throw an honorable mention out here right now because we're talking about cheerleading movies.
Hit me.
Man of the House, Tommy Lee Jones with the Texas cheerleading squad.
Wow.
Not to mention, every one of those cheerleaders is smoking hot.
I want to throw it out. We've mentioned the UCLA Oklahoma game that we went to when we saw Chris Joseph. The Oklahoma cheerleading is just
on point.
Greatest college cheerleaders.
The greatest.
The best. I'm going to say it right now. Fight on. I know it's not skimpy, but the white sweaters.
It's classy hot.
I got to give it to him.
Something about them Southern California girls.
Is it fair to say that you're an SC fan?
I am an SC fan.
The SC cheerleaders is the old. I'm pretty sure the boosters hooked them up too. So
I'm pretty sure they don't go to class, and they're all aspiring actresses or models.
Oh yeah, they hang out with.
They're doing some internet films on the side.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I don't know why they have cameras all out throughout their dorm rooms.
I think they're Instagram influencers, is what they call them.
Sure.
There you go. So
moving.
Big ups to cheerleaders all around the world. Okay, we're in the East. Yes.
All right, let's
love the East.
Let's go with the bottom half of the East first.
Okay.
Whip It versus Wildcats.
Now, Wildcats is a football movie. The only football movie in. Did the old Forster beat the shit out of you real quick? Jake.
It just freaking gooch punched me. It was like I was having a Sunday morning brooch without the hot towel.
Don't get the old Forester 100 year without this warning. Like if you think you're a bourbon drinker,
it's harsh.
You got to step up to the plate.
It reminds me of walking into the saloon doors, like St. James Street James would have.
No, he kicked the doors off.
He did kick the doors off.
Off the hinges.
When he drank a whole bottle, I picture it being old.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Ross Patterson for bringing us that book.
It's
not to
influenced
mention
our lives for the last 3 years.
And
Yeah.
When Darkness Falls, He Doesn't Catch It.
Oh,
a great sequel. And what's the third book coming out called?
When the Sun Rises, It Dawns on Him.
I mean, I cannot wait.
Best titles probably of all time too.
Yeah, very double entendre.
If that doesn't win a Pulitzer, I don't know what book would.
It should be like a Game of Thrones HBO miniseries.
Totally.
You
mean, shout out to Ross Patterson
I want a producer out there, a Paramount or whoever, big movie person, just to grab a hold of Ross Patterson and let I know he flourishes in the D movie actors, and it's funny and classic, and I love it. But just spend a little bit more money on it.
It needs to be a miniseries.
He
you can't do
has
it in a movie.
To play St. James.
If he doesn't play St. James Street, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I love him doing. Was it Swayze Week?
Oh no, Summer of Swayze.
Summer of Swayze. Motherfucker, stupid.
I know.
And I love Sylvester Stallone.
It's
Instagrams.
He does have one of the best Instagrams. Follow him on St. James Street James. Everything. The ST is abbreviated.
He doesn't like abbreviations.
No.
That's
why I spell it out.
All right.
Wildcats versus Whip It
This is easy for me.
for you.
Wildcats all day for me. Love Wildcats.
I'm torn.
Are you?
I'm torn.
Okay, so let's go. Is the football good in Wildcats? Versus how good is the roller derbying in Whip It?
The football for the time when that movie was made was good.
Okay. Wesley Snipes is a proven athlete, stuntman actor. Like
remember,
he's doing...
Ed Too Tall Jones
Yes.
is in that movie. Ed Too Tall Jones. Goldie Hawn has a great bathtub scene in that movie.
And look at Goldie Hawn at that time is hotter than the whole. Look, I love Juliet. She's hotter than the whole cast of fucking Whip It.
Goldie Hawn lives in Montecito. She is a Santa Barbara native.
Yeah.
I know she's done some plastic surgeries and all that.
She's married to
Kurt Russell.
Arguably my favorite
Wyatt?
movie of all time.
That is Wyatt. My favorite movie. That's your favorite
Tombstone?
movie?
Really?
Oh my god!
Get the fuck out of here.
A 3-peat?
Oh, all right.
I almost said threesome, but that was way off.
Ugh.
I'm gonna just because of that. I'm going Wildcat.
I know. Look at
I had to
in
think
my
about
head
it.
initially. I was gonna go Whip It.
I had to think
It's
about it.
current. I've watched it more times, You know, I only watch.
The sports part
But
of it.
now that I just started talking about it, it dawned on me that Wildcat is just an American classic.
And have you ever seen a female football coach in a movie?
not football.
Doesn't
no.
happen.
Oh,
The only other female head coach movie I can think of, which was
pro.
on our list
We
of
mentioned it.
selections, was Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is it's a good story.
It's the truth. Yeah.
White girl takes over inner city high school program
What?
that's failing, and they win.
Wow.
What
I
is
didn't
the
know.
na- all right.
Hey, is Wildcats, dare I say, the first Cinderella story in the first round?
It should be a Cinderella
I
story.
think so.
All right, quick question though. Movie Eddie. Who is the pro basketball player on the New York Knicks with Whoopi Goldberg?
I have no idea because I have not seen that movie.
Glenn Rice.
No, he played for the Clippers.
Oh shit! Come on.
His
We're
name
supposed to remember Clippers players
I
now?
don't know.
his name was Stacy Patton. He talked in the third person like
Yes.
somebody I know.
Stacey Patton doesn't shoot
Are
the ball.
you throwing jabs at Jake? the other guy?
Never.
Okay, I hope not.
Malik Sealy.
Oh,
Malik.
I remember
Malik
that.
Sealy.
One of the great funny names of sports.
He was a good Clipper.
Yes,
He was a good basketball player.
Him
Great
and-
journeyman.
Him and Eric Piakowski and Bo Outlaw.
Okay.
Oh, Bo Outlaw.
When they were
Loyola
announced,
Marymount favorite.
dude, when Bo Outlaw would block a shot, like their announcer would go nuts.
Well, because
Dude, imagine having your last name be Outlaw. Jake Outlaw. Sean Outlaw.
How about this?
outlaws.
My sixth son. Yes, I have 6 boys. My sixth son.
Your poor wife.
Yeah, I know. She loves it.
Amanda.
God bless Amanda. Amanda.
Waylon?
Light of my life. Yes, Waylon.
Paulo didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
But I wanted to name my youngest son's middle name to be Outlaw,
Oh.
but Amanda wasn't having it.
No, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right,
All
let's go to the more.
So we have the number 2 seed probably overall.
Tanya versus Higher Learning.
You have to give it to Itanya.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we love Higher Learning. We talked a lot about it. There's a lot of actors. You know, Tyra was fast. But I want to talk about, did you all see the girl from LSU freshman, the track star?
oh yeah,
Yes.
12.
Wow. What was
12.
her name? Shaw? Or
No. 11. The 100 meter?
Yeah.
No, she ran 11.7.
She crushed.
Yeah, she beat Marion Jones' record.
She was the first. It was her
And
the
she
freshman.
Yeah,
She got-
and she had
She
had
broke
to
all the
run it
women's
just to break the
records.
school record. The school record was like 11.9.
Yeah, she ran 11.7.
so, yeah, I don't know her name, but that was, and she was, did she have like silver hair? She
Blonde.
was
I have
blonde hair?
no idea.
Dude, but
But he-
young track is making a push.
Oh, track is huge right now, especially with the white boy out of Texas.
That's what I'm saying. We talked about that earlier.
Is about to race Ted Ginn Jr. for 10 grand.
He's
because-
gonna beat him.
Oh, he's gonna smoke his old ass.
Oh,
All right.
he accepted?
Yeah.
Shakari Richardson.
What was the time?
10.7.
10.7, not 11. Yeah.
She had the LSU record was 10.9
Yeah,
Are
because
you kidding me?
for women.
I watched Marion Jones when we were in high school.
Dude, she was SC girl, right?
No, I don't know. North Carolina.
But one of your girls, Lolo's from LSU.
Oh, Lola.
But
I'm a Lola.
Marion
fan.
Jones went to Rio Mesa High School.
Okay.
And we were at the Rio Mesa relays, and I watched.
In Ventura?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I did not know she went to
So-
Rio Mesa.
so we were-
She was a Spartan?
Yeah, so we were at the track, the Rio Mesa relays, and that freaking chick reels off an 11.1 in high school. Like, for a female,
Unheard of.
that is flying.
How big was she in high school?
She was 6'2", 6'1", and just...
Probably 170 solid.
Was she on the sauce yet?
I don't think so at that
No.
point.
Is she still married to the thrower?
No.
They broke up.
I think
a long
that
time
whole
ago.
steroid scandal, because he's the one that got her into the steroids.
Totally.
Yeah.
Dude, she was a phenomenal.
He totally peer pressured her.
He personally submarined her career.
Oh man.
She was the darling with that snaggletooth. She
Oh,
had a
dude.
hot snaggletooth.
Yes. And
Do you remember she ran in that full bodysuit? She looked like a speed skater.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what her snaggletooth is like a Jewel. Remember Jewel, the singer?
Yeah.
The hot snaggletooth.
She
Like,
got rid
I'm
of it.
down
Jewel
with
got
it.
rid of her snaggle.
I am so mad because you know Jewel is
She's a Kilcher.
yeah, she's a Kilcher, Alaska the Last Frontier.
Yeah, she's part of that family.
she's part of that family.
She's Otts Lee's sister.
yeah,
I have no.
So-
I haven't looked. I don't know anything about that.
great story. I was coming back from a hunting trip in Oklahoma, dropping my buddies off, and I'm driving by the Chumash Casino, And lo and behold, Ott Sr. is walking by with the youngest son that he has. I can't remember his name.
Fuck. What is that?
No, not him, but the redheaded kid, his brother's kid.
August. Is he a big dude? He looks like a big dude.
He is a big dude. Ott Sr.'s not. Put it in reverse. They're checking out wild berries as they're walking. And I go, Ott Sr., yeah. Oh, I'm here at the Chumash. We're doing a family concert. Jewel's going to be here as well. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You're all dressed in camo. Just got back from Oklahoma on a goose hunt. Oh, I love goose. It's my favorite thing to do. We do it on Christmas. I go and shoot one and we skin it. Long story short, pretty freaking cool meeting him.
That's pretty awesome.
Did he have a snaggletooth? Is it hereditary?
He has a snaggletooth.
Well, when you live in the bush, you tend to, or I wouldn't say in the bush, I would say off the grid.
You neglect your teeth.
Right.
I'm sure they brush their teeth.
They just neglect orthodontics. They don't need it. Who cares what you look like?
Yeah. You're married. And,
You can always shut your mouth or grow a mustache.
Yeah,
and he's got a great mustache.
he does. Mustache game on
It's
point.
rivaling mine right now.
You have a good one going on right
Hey,
Yeah.
can't
Super
Sean
Mario.
got cyberbullied by his dad.
I saw that. I'm on the Book of Faces. Jake is, and I clicked over on that, and I saw that your dad made fun of your beard.
He has what you would call a fantastic beard.
Fantastic. It's fantastic.
He's got a great beard.
I clicked on his profile and saw that beard.
It's fucking. It's a lot of gray.
Oh.
But it's fucking.
It doesn't matter the color. I think we
It's
should all
dead.
strive for it.
It's dense and it's full.
Yes.
I think the only person that rivals that, and I would say could be better, is
Is the gardener?
Yes, the gardener has an unbelievable beard.
It's
Hey,
like steel wool.
I'm more
Yeah.
impressed with how fast it wants to appear.
My
again.
dad can grow a beard in less than probably a full beard in a week.
I think him and the gardener could have a modern day
Beard
man
off?
Beard off. Give him 6 months. Like, and they
Oh,
have to
that's
take
too much.
pictures. No, but they have to take pictures every 2 weeks.
If you time lapse that shit would be ink. Do it just once a week.
So
I'm going 2 weeks.
Okay.
so
We'll
in,
see more change.
in spirit of Father's Day, I'm gonna throw this out there. Father's Day is this Sunday.
Father's Day. Oh yeah.
I sent my father a Father's Day gift.
Awesome.
I sent him beard shampoo and conditioner.
Nice.
With some
Awesome.
beard oil. The Viking Company
Oh,
stuff.
the Viking Company's
The
a good
Viking
company.
stuff.
What scents did you get? Or
I don't know.
I go straightrazors.com. I go smolder scent.
So he sends me a text. He's all, thanks for the gift. I've never had any beard product before. And I'm all, good. I'm glad you like it. Let me know how it is. And I'm waiting to hear back on how he enjoys it. Because his beard looks a little dry. Could use some TLC. And so I figured, being a good son.
I think that's a great gift.
I think so too.
And he's in inclement weather.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in that New York. He lives in New York, but he travels to New Hampshire because that's where his retirement place is going to be. And his beard takes a beating.
It does. That harsh, cold winter there, that's got to be a detriment to a beard like that.
Oh, like when you're forming icicles off your beard, that does.
stalactites off your facial hair.
I have been there. I was in Denver, Colorado, and we were -4.
I saw that picture.
Well, he was playing pickleball.
Yeah, well, no,
It was.
pickleball the day before. That was an indoor tournament, so give me some credit.
Is that why by your cigar shop statue?
Yeah, exactly. I went to Loveland, Colorado, and I took a picture because my beard had froze. There was stalactites on my beard. And
it was a fierce beard.
My beard was going good, and I did not need my gaither because my beard was fierce.
All right.
So I gave it to my youngest son, Roman.
So quick shout out, Happy Father's
Real
Day.
quick, can you give me your 6 son names? name your 6 kids. Roman.
Roman is my youngest.
Roman Outlaw, that would have been a good one.
Yeah. He's Roman Rudy.
ROAMIN. So we got Roman down.
Okay, boom.
What's the other 5?
My 2 oldest are identical twins. Their names are Cooper and Cody.
Okay.
We have Compass. He's
The 3 C's.
Well, we didn't want him to get lost.
So we have Roman, Cooper, Compass, Cody.
Yeah. The other,
Jesus Christ, get it together.
God bless America.
Your fucking boys are counting on you.
Dimitri and Dion.
Boom. Double D's. Double D's.
My goodness.
Triple C's, double D's, and then there's a straggling Roman.
Well, poor Roman.
Are you going for 7?
No. Well, you never know.
You never.
I never pull out.
It doesn't work.
It's funner. I'm not. Oh Christ!
All right, so
We
hey,
have Tanya versus Wildcats.
we do.
Oh, we're still doing this.
I'm gonna go with my sleeper, and I thought Tanya was gonna pull through for me. I'm going Wildcats.
Wow.
Final 4.
I'm going Tanya.
I'm gonna go Tanya.
Wow.
I love Wildcats. I wish
I know.
I was.
I thought you were gonna go.
If it was in the
Wildcats.
South, it would have made it to the
Yep,
Final Four.
I
Right.
argued. I wanted it. It's better than Blue Crush.
All right.
All right.
So let's start where we started.
So let's go individually. We got our Final 4. Each person will just finish it. Finish their bracket.
Okay.
All right,
Go.
Paulo, you start.
Okay, so I have A League of Their Own versus Blue Crush, and A League of Their Own is just dominating.
All right, Yodakai.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were
doing
yeah,
the
we're gonna,
whole-
I'm gonna
okay.
finish through. I'm gonna finish
yeah.
through my the whole thing. I have Wildcats versus Bring It On. I'm gonna go Wildcats.
Wow.
So Wildcats,
You have Wildcats versus League in the Yamp.
and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Fuck baseball, football all day long. Wildcats is my freaking Women's World Cup of movies champion.
This is why he has never won a fantasy football league. Ever.
Hey, I'm going Goldie. She's married to Wyatt. You got Wesley. You got freaking Woody. Enough said.
And Ed
Too
Too
tall.
Tall Jones.
Too tall.
All right.
And LL on the soundtrack.
Yodakai.
Okay, I'm going with. I have A League of Their Own versus Blue Crush. League of Their Own goes to the finals. That's easy. I have Tanya versus Bring It On. This is tough for me. I do love some good cheering, but Tanya versus A League of Their Own, and I am going Tanya takes the championship.
Wow.
That is one of my top 10 favorite movies. I love Tanya.
Yeah, it surpasses just women's movies.
No, it's a great movie, and Margot Robbie does such a good job speaking into the camera in fourth person that it made me love it.
All right, I'm going to start on the least coast on the right side here.
Oh, I love it. Going against the grain.
I have Tanya versus Bring It On. Tough call. I am going to go with Bring It On.
I knew it.
Bring It On it's just one of those movies to me that solidifies itself as if you consider cheerleading a sport or not. You know, there's only like one dude in the entire film.
But if it's competition, it is a sport.
Yes, I agree. And in the movie, it's
It's
competition.
a competition, so it's a sport. If you're cheering on the sidelines, you are no better than somebody throwing bocce ball by themselves.
Exactly. And then on the best coast, I got Cutting Edge versus Blue Crush. And I think we all know where I'm going here.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge.
Cutting Edge.
Wow, Cutting Edge is in your championship match?
I have the Cutting Edge versus Bring It On.
Wow. Well,
So
we
look
know
at-
where you're
but-
going.
Well, let's look at it.
if I was
Jake has a figure skating movie, winning it, and you have a figure skating
if
in the
I am
finals.
if I am voting as Mr. Sean Foy, I would go Bring It On.
Yes, if you were me,
If I were you, but I'm not you.
but you're not me,
and I know what you're doing.
you know where I'm going. Where am I going?
Toe pick.
Toe pick.
No shit.
Fucking toe pick.
I feel bad. Look at
This
The only
movie-
thing between me and you is like it's supposed to be women's movies. I have a women's coach, and it's half of the team is a woman. You know, but
I'm gonna get ridiculed.
I
social
think
media.
we're gonna get wrecked.
I don't think I am.
No, I think you did okay.
I've won several fantasy championships in my day,
And so have I.
and I'm gonna go with the dark horse here.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a mainstream movie. Definitely not a
I
mainstream
can't
movie.
believe though 3 times between the 3 of us
Different
that
champions.
different champions and a league of their own didn't
Okay,
make
so
it.
how about this? Did everyone have a league of their own in the finals?
No.
Yes,
No.
I did.
Okay.
Did everybody have I, Tanya in the final four?
Yes, I did.
I did
Paulo
not.
did not.
I did not. I had Wildcats beating him.
Everyone have Bring It On in the final four?
Yes.
Yep.
And everybody had Blue Crush.
See, that's why Blue Crush, it shouldn't be in the final four.
It was in the wrong division.
It
could-
was seated a little too high.
It got
That was
it,
him, not me.
Bring It On is top 3 off the cuff. Off the cuff
again.
when you're listening to this. So again, the hardest part of doing this bracket was coming up with the list, and it's one of the top
Yeah.
3 you mentioned, and so it got that. That's how it got seated so high.
So there we go.
But-
and I'm going to sign my name on the top of mine so everyone knows it's Jake.
Okay, I want to ask y'all a question real quick. In the movie world, okay, who was the best female athlete in the movie world?
Oh,
So if you had who's the MVP, okay, and there's other movies that might have not made it.
dear Jesus, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
So
Who is the best athlete, female athlete in all of these movies or other movies
or
that didn't make it?
portrayed as an athlete,
Yes.
Yeah,
actress as an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
that's tough.
Is it?
As you get on your Twitter device,
I don't remember her name, but the goalie in Mighty Ducks 2 is my favorite.
Stupid. That's a Disney movie. It doesn't count.
What?
It doesn't.
You're
Everything is made to be
Star
warm
Wars
and fuzzy.
or Star Wars is
Now it is.
Now it is. Don't even go there, motherfucker.
Jake is an avid
Star
Star
Wars-
Wars guy.
Yeah, I'm a Star Wars buff.
Yeah,
Best athlete.
yeah.
Fuck. Looking at
Okay, Julie the cat,
she's from Bangor, Maine.
Bangor, Maine. That's all I remember.
Bangor.
Yeah, smoking hot, and that's why she's a chef now. Man, that's a slippery downhill.
Oh man.
I'm going with I, Tanya.
Margot Robbie
Yeah. Dude, have you the movie? She was badass.
was there. Well, I want.
Tanya Harding was an unbelievable skater.
Yeah, but Nancy Kerrigan was better than her.
Not
Who played Nancy
necessarily.
Kerrigan in the movie?
I don't even remember, but not necessarily. Like if you she was so white trash. Like
Yeah.
how does a white trash kid become a world-class athlete in a high-class sport? Right? That's like Joe Dirt becoming the winner of the PGA.
Is she better than Gina Davis though as the catcher for the Peaches?
Yes, because Gina Davis did not have unbelievable athletic ability.
Yeah, but Margot Robbie was just portraying a real Olympian, a real gold medal contender.
Then I'll go with Tyra Banks in Higher Learning.
That's a good one. Also really high.
Because I believe that.
Sean, you haven't mentioned anyone.
I'm struggling here.
Mr. Movie is struggling.
Right.
I mean,
Because you know what's happening? His Rolodex is just flipping right now.
dude.
There's so many.
It's like this. It just can't stop.
doesn't stop.
It just stops
Dude,
stopping
it's
right now.
it's a fucking Ferris wheel. It's just nonstop, round and round it goes.
oh, fucking
it can't
carny
stop.
fucking rides, huh?
It's just like, dude, it's like, holy shit, looking at this list, it's like, all right, Ladybugs, the premise is based off girls soccer, but nobody's actually any good in that movie. Bend It Like Beckham.
All right,
These
I'm going to
girls-
give you some more time to think about it. Favorite female athlete of all time? Jake.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Thanks for giving me more time to think about it.
Okay.
Like, how quick
hold on.
can you say that?
Look, I'll give you mine because
Okay.
I know Women's World Cup's happening and everyone's a Brandy Chastain. Everyone likes Morgan. I am a Mia Hamm.
Oh, I like Mia Hamm.
I am Mia
You're
Hamm.
saying your favorite female athlete of all time.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Mia.
She's the originator of women's U.S. soccer.
Okay, so will be easy for Jake.
Jake is going with Mrs. Wheaties box, Mary Lou fucking Retton.
Whoa!
1984
There you go.
Olympic winner in gymnastics, and she was like 4'10", almost a midget.
Almost. You don't
Almost
want to go
Sean.
Simone Biles?
Oh,
No, Mary Lou Retton. Are you kidding me? I grew up on Mary Lou. Loved her.
that's a great Southern name. I love the double name. Mary
Not
Lou.
a Nadia Comaneci?
No,
Whoa,
no. She's
Russian?
Russian. Even though she's on the American team, she's still Russian.
Yeah.
We can't play that game. I'm going Mary Lou.
I like that answer.
But I will say that. Oh my God, the sprinter we just talked about.
Lolo?
Marion Jones?
Oh, Marion.
Marion Jones would be my second.
Sean likes a Lolo.
I think Lolo is very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
She's tall, she's athletic, but not my favorite. Like, in terms of sheer athlete, I'm going to say Diana Taurasi.
Oh, I thought you would have gone Miller.
Miller.
Reggie's sister.
Oh, Cheryl? No.
She's one of the greatest basketball.
She's good.
Yeah.
Don't get me. She's
For girls
Sue
hoops.
Bird,
For girls hoops.
Sue Bird, or Diana Taurasi. I mean,
Well, didn't you guys have a local girl when we all went to high school with her, Erin Alexander?
Yeah.
She would have been one of mine, but
she did she make it that far?
well, she was in the pros. She didn't make the Olympics.
Now, where did she play?
UCSB and then the LA Sparks. For 4
Oh, she
years.
did play on the Sparks.
Yeah, started.
Hey,
for
I
4
want-
Now,
years.
was she there with Lisa Leslie,
Yes.
or was that afterwards?
No, she was with Leslie.
Lisa Leslie was good.
I want to do. I
First
do wanna
woman to
mention,
dunk in a game.
We did mention Billie Jean King. She has a movie. I forget,
Battle of the Sexes.
That was an honorable mention.
Now she played that against
The
some
fuck is-
chauvinistic
No.
older dude.
a local guy you don't
No.
know.
Jimmy Connors?
Jimmy
She
Connors.
didn't play after.
Oh, was
Maybe.
it Paul? Was it McNamara?
No, it was some.
Battle of the Sexes was. Dude, come on.
I'll look it up. But no, it was some older dude.
No, that game, that Battle of the Sexes was Jimmy Connors versus Billie Jean King.
No, it wasn't.
Do I
You're
smell
sure
a bet?
old.
Are you sure?
Do I smell a bet?
I don't want to do that to you, Jake.
Jake is always down for a bet.
Yeah, no, it's hold on.
Oh, are we waiting
Bobby
for
Riggs.
Bobby Riggs. Okay.
Bobby Riggs.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
Hey, the Jake was wrong. It
yeah,
happens.
well, because
To the best of
tennis is so far away from pickleball. People want to compare
Well,
it.
they use such a bigger racket and they can cover more ground. It's more forgiving. That's why you see 70-year-olds still playing tennis.
Right.
70-year-olds can't play pickleball.
When you're playing there's only a short time. There's
You
only
need
so many matches you get to play in
Fast twitch muscle fiber. That's all I'm going to say.
pickleball. Oh man. Okay. One more question, and then I'll be done with it. It's a track for me, but you guys think about it. Girl with the most swagger.
Oh,
Female athlete.
Female athlete with the most swagger.
Flojo.
That was my answer.
Oh.
Shit. I
How
said
could
she
you
was
not-
tracking. I said
That's-
track.
that's-
That's
How
my
can you
fault.
not go
That's my
Flojo?
fault, right? Is she the female with the most swag of all time?
Oh, dude, come on.
Oh, that's
She
One
wore the
leg
one
compression.
leg compression.
Nails.
the nail,
hair.
the hair.
Flojo was the shit.
I think so
How-
that's unanimous.
How do you go against FloJo? I mean,
can't.
And the name.
She was the Deion Sanders of
Yes.
female athletes.
I mean,
And she would get hyped.
yeah, fired up.
fuck. I mean, who's in that realm?
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Because females just don't roll that way.
And they should. I hope that
Oh,
you know what?
I
I
agree.
want to see the women get out there and get your swag on. Hey guys, happy anniversary, Sean. Jake,
Happy.
thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm just so happy. The Jake is very happy.
Quick
Hey.
shout out. Sunday, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Father's Day is bullshit because it's not as hype as Mother's Day, but I'm throwing a shout out.
This
And to
motherfucker-
all the illegitimate fathers, too. They need to be recognized.
They need to be
Hey,
recognized.
Jake, you know what I like about you? You know about all your 6 kids.
I do.
No one.
What were their names again?
I love them all.
Hey, this is another episode of Hold My Whistle. I'm Paulo.
I'm Foy.
Jake!
We out.
Hit the music.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow.